So here we are again with the greatest Formula 1 drivers of all time list. In part 1 I went from 10th to 6th, where I put Sir Jackie Stewart in 10th, Sebastian Vettel in 9th, Jim Clark in 8th, Fernando Alonso in 7th and Niki Lauda in 6th. Part 2 I put who I think number 5 is, which is Alain Prost. And now for number 4 on this list, and I think it's the godfather of Formula 1, Juan Manuel Fangio. He's a 5-time world champion, winning his titles in 1951, 54, 55, 56 and 57, and despite racing in the 50s, quite a few of his records still stand today. He has the highest percentage of wins out of any driver in history, winning 46.15% of the races he entered, which is 24 out of 52 races. He also has the highest percentage of poles, coming at 55.8%, which came to 29 out of 52 of the qualifying sessions he entered. And also the highest percentage of front row starts, coming at 92%, which is 48 out of 52 of the races he entered. On top of this, he also has the record for the most world championships with the most amount of teams, which is 4: Ferrari, Alfa Romeo, Maserati and Mercedes. Wherever he went to, no matter the machinery, Fangio became the world champion. And one race which I believe can best show Fangio's greatness is the 1957 German Grand Prix at the Nürburgring. Before the race, Fangio noticed the tyres and fuel levels of the Ferrari, leading him to believe that they wouldn't pit. And so Fangio decided to go with softer tyres and half a tank of fuel. And so when he came into the pits, 30 seconds in the lead, Fangio's mechanic removing the left rear let a wheel nut go under the car unnoticed, and so it took half a minute to find this wheel nut. And so Fangio left the pits in third, 48 seconds behind second. But over the next 10 laps, the extraordinary happened. He broke the lap record 9 times, and with just a lap to go, he overtook Mike Hawthorne for first and won the race by 3.6 seconds. That day, Fangio mastered the Nürburgring, and it is arguably the greatest driver in Formula 1 history. And so to conclude, that drive in Germany shows to me that Fangio's natural ability is up there with Senna, Schumacher and Hamilton. Fangio drove in Formula 1 at a time when, unfortunately, it was likely that the driver would die, so his mental strength was even greater than his ability. Everybody talks about how good Sir Stirling Moss was, but Moss won 0 titles, largely down to how good Fangio was, because quite often Moss would come second best to Fangio. And recently there was a Netflix documentary on Fangio, in which that then caused me to write an article about what was learnt from that documentary, so I'll put the link down below. But what do you lot think? Do you lot think Fangio deserves to be 4th on this list, or should he be higher, or even lower? Comment below and don't forget to like, subscribe, visit our website f1.co.uk, and I'll see you next time for number 3 on this list.